You think she took me for a ride? She held it all way up inside. She held her breath and turned her face all red. That's how they found her in her bed, all dead. And this is what I said: she's a mixed up son of a bitch, yeah. She's a mixed up son of a bitch, yeah. Airball punchline delivered with a twist. And she's a mixed up son of a bitch. She had me in a cage, like a bird on fire. She flew into a rage. Her eyes are permanently crossed. Once you won her, you could swear she made you feel like you already lost. Because she's a mixed up son of a bitch, yeah. She's a mixed up son of a bitch, yeah. Son of a bitch. Desperate living so divine. A sugar cube empire could be all mine. She's stuck in gear, it's just too bad it's reverse. You say I've seen bad, well I've seen worse. See the TV glowing, life is walking by. Hear the music flowing, life is walking by. See the love and tree growing, life is walking by. An empty boat starts rowing. That's when you know when life is walking over. Life is walking you by. I can never tell you thoughts about her, 'cause she's so mixed up. I can never tell you thoughts about her, 'cause she's so mixed up. I can never tell you thoughts about her. She's so mixed up. She's a mixed up son of a bitch. She's a mixed up son of a bitch. In the summer, he's licking all the fruit, looking for the garbage at the backyard barbecue. Busy buzzing through my house and round the porch, zigging and zagging up south and down north. When the air gets colder and the sun won't shine, when the winter comes, he'll be a slow, slow fly. He'll be a slow, slow fly. He'll take a long, long time. He'll be a slow, slow fly. In the summer, he's poking at the poops, round and round like a buzzy hula hoop, landing long enough to strike a funny pose, landing at the end of your sunburned nose. In the summer, he's cleaning off his feet. The sticky, licky ice cream he ate is super sweet. He'll get much slower when the pond begins to freeze, so stop and feel the breeze wheeze through the trees. But when the air gets colder and the sun won't shine, when the winter comes, he'll be a slow, slow fly. He'll be a slow, slow fly. He'll take a long, long time. without my fangs, without my clothes, without my nervous system, without my brain, without my tonsils, I'm not the same. Without my brand of humor, without my so fashion sense, without my love for all things funky, without my lack of pretense, without my repetitive behavior, without my repetitive behavior, without my occasional deviation, without my repetitive behavior, without my hands, without my nose, without my fangs, without my clothes, without my nervous system, without my brain, without my tonsils, I'm not the same as I was just a moment ago. Better to stick to the things you know. Doesn't it suck when it all changes? Doesn't it feel like you've been vanquished? First you have hands and then you don't. First you have a nose and then you don't. First you have fangs and then you don't. First you have clothes and then you don't. And then you don't. And then you wake up, you shower and you brush your teeth. You have a bowl of special cake, 'cause a special day, but it's just the same as any other day. The only difference is you have no soul, and no fangs, and no brain, and no chains, and apparently no say. Dear God, why is it raining outside? Dear God, why is everything glowing oddly? Dear God, I think I'm in a loophole. Dear God, what do you suggest I do? I wanna do the opposite of what I did before I knew I wanted to. I wanna do the opposite of what I did before I knew I wanted to. I wanna do the opposite of what I did before I knew I wanted to. I wanna do the opposite of what I did before I knew I wanted to. I wanna be myself as long as being myself is popular among my peers. I wanna be myself as long as being myself is popular among my peers. I wanna do the opposite of what I did before I knew I wanted to. I wanna do the opposite of what I did before I knew I wanted to. B.A. whatever it is, 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 whatever it is. Following half-assed segue. Without my hands, without my nose, without my fangs, without my clothes, without my nervous system, without my brain, without my tonsils, I'm not the same. Disappointing ending.
It's movie night down at the theater. Let's get some soda. I like a leader. I don't know what we should see. The Osbournes movie or Scooby-Doo 3. Let's see. Let's just see any old thing. I like to throw popcorn at people's heads. So let's just see any old thing. There's lots of films making lots of revenue. The Sixth Sense 2 got a pretty good review. Looking at the posters and feeling kinda manic. I wanna see the preview for Return of Titanic. Let's see. Let's just see any old thing. I like to throw popcorn at people's heads. So let's just see any old thing. Big budget action movies for guys, chick flicks and dramedies for the ladies. Hollywood's rich and getting richer, but movies were better in the 80s. So what do we do with our money? Should we see something scary? Should we see something funny? We could see Adam Sandler team up with Jackie Chan, but there is no way that I will pay for any film that does not cater
One night me and the crew hit the road on a mission to slurp free brew and go fuzzy flying to fishing. KG's on the hi-fi and the keg was bottomless until we brought Skip Opotamus, and daddy's gonna get some probably underage and dumb. And everybody knows that the daddy eats his young. Lupus in the lavatory making a big stink, macing up the toilet seat and pooping in the sink. MSG is tanked up and whizzing in the cup, waiting for a sprinkle gene to come and drink it up. Cause I'm the one bottle Willie with the 12-horse sale. After that I get silly like soupy sales. Now it's midnight and I'm completely boofy blitz. A six of Schlitz in the Jew brew, man, it's your wits. With my beer tinted glasses I'm ready to pity battle. I'm hungry like the wolf but I'll end up tending cattle. Cause you're pretty when I'm drunk. 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 Here she comes, a funky fried cutie. Mr. Jimmy Pop Ali is gonna get some booty. Cause I'm Mr. McFeely with a speedy delivery. You think I was a ditch the way this chick was digging me, but maybe I should check and see if this is where I wanna be. Hey Lupus, is she cute? Yeah, for a pygmy. What do you know? You're probably going home alone, and it wouldn't be the first time that I gave a dog a bone. Plus beauty, it's only skin deep. It's in the eye of the beholder, and my beholder's about to tweak. I can tap that barrel. In fact, I know I can. It's a Montague, a try you and me and Heineken. Cause you're pretty when I'm drunk. 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 Regrets, I've had a few. First and foremost, I like to mention you. For the soccer conversation, we'll call you the brand new heavy. You're a mix between a Nugnot and Eugene Levy. You can call it big boned, I prefer to call it gut. Your Buddha, your sham, or your jab of the fucking hut. You had harpoon scars and your boobies were hairy. I smelled tuna milk, but I wasn't gonna worry. It was 3 a.m. and I wasn't getting squat, so I rolled you up in flour and named it for the wet spot. I was buttering rolls like a soup kitchen Christian, then it hit me, something bit me while my little rod was fishing. I was deep sea fishing, I took a fat chance, but how was I supposed to know that Jabberjaws lived in your pants? At that junction I came to realize that only Frank Purdue likes thighs that size. Fatty, fatty, boom, but laddie, I gotta lament that you were not a girl, you were an experiment. Cause you're pretty when I'm drunk. You're pretty when I'm drunk. You're pretty when I'm drunk, and I'm pretty fucking drunk.